All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode recap of Black Lightning. Tonight's episode, Book of Pain. Yeah, they definitely did bring the pain this episode. So we start off with the ASA and we find out what's going on with these metas. All right, one died, others are dying. The ASA agent kind of, they explain why they created the serum and they're trying to create a vaccine. Black Lightning may be a key to that vaccine. So capture Black Lightning. Tobias, you back, go do your job, and we giving you help too. And who walks in? Whew, it wasn't Nelly. Nelly has digivolved to Waka Flocka Flame.
More like a de-evolution.
I'm more involved into now Chris Brown. I'll explain later. But this part right here kind of took me back a little bit. Because when the head hunky in charge came up to Tobias, he kind of like sunned him and put him in his place.
Of course he did.
And Tobias just shoved it off. I'll catch lightning for you, boss. I
Of
was
course
like,
he
what?
did. You didn't think a white man wasn't the head. You didn't.
I knew he was the head, but I didn't know that Tobias, went to college and majored in Chuck and minored in John.
Oh, yes, he did. When you working on the bad side and there's a head white man, follow the money.
Tobias, he despises both black and white people, but he knows who's in charge.
So did you see the part? Did you see the part when he was talking about Lady Eve had died and stuff?
Yeah.
He was like, "We in the house now." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, basically, because
Exactly.
he got a seat at the table that he wanted to be at, but he knows that comes with a certain territory. You can't just do what you want to do. So he's trying to figure out. He's trying to play the field a little bit. So as I said, Waka Flocka comes in. He got the dreads. It's going on. All right, so we all questioning that, but he explains it later. So we get an interaction between him and Jeff at the beginning, and I thought it was kind of strong. It was. He was like, "I'm not the same boy I used to be. I'm a man now. Like, you can't tell me what to do."
And I giggled nightly when he said that. That's why I was tripping when Jeff was driving down the street and
How is you walking?
and Waka on the sidewalk making my way downtown. like to the regular.
So tell me, where was he going?
That's a good question. I don't because Jeff went to his mama's house and she was like, "He didn't come over here."
she called the Holy Ghost quick. She was like, "Oh my God!"
She was reaching for the. I thought she was gonna reach for the fences a little bit because I'm like, this is Luke Cage all over again.
So of course Jeff, he goes home, he snitches. He's like, "Ant Farm, listen, baby girl. All right. Khalil, Nelly, Waka Flocka, whoever he is back in town. He is trouble. Stay away from him." What was the first thing she do?
Like immediately, like there wasn't even a cut. like the phone ring, good burger down, and she immediately, and I'm like, you don't.
She needs an ass whooping. Plain and simple.
Like her.
Beat that ass.
Yeah, her character's evolved too because like she bordered the line on being annoying and realistic, and now she just got annoying in this episode.
I would say she kind of redeemed herself to it, but we'll get to that.
She flipped the switch and went simp mode real quick.
She did.
Because, and this is why I call Chris Brown, because when he got up on that roof with her, and he's like, "Yeah, girl, so how about we pick up where we left off and you dropping panties?" And she's like, "No, I don't know you anymore. I don't want to give you the draws." He's like, "Bitch! You can put in my spot. I can walk now. You know what?
I'm gonna hop off this.
I'm hop on this roof."
But while we talking about that scene is such a complete, and I liked it. It was such a complete juxtaposition to the fact that when he was talking to Jeff, he swore up and down, he a man now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he still had that awkward teenage phase where it's like, check me out, like looking at his spine and shit. Like, look, I am a grown man in the peak of his life, and I don't think that it would impress me at all if another human being showed me their metal spine.
As he explained, he got the hair growth because of a symptom of whatever he was taking, but no facial hair though.
Yeah,
All right.
that's pretty weird.
Well, we'll just bypass that.
Maybe
All right, so
puberty.
maybe deeper voice.
He had a little baby mustache.
All right, so Ant Farm she peeped what was happening. Dad was right. You know what? Something's not right about this guy. Let me shut him down, go home, not tell anybody about this.
When she first met up with Walker, she was like, we're not staying at over here right now. We're staying at a different place. Like, stop telling people business.
That's how the Jehovah's Witness.
Exactly.
You tell people where you live.
We're sticking with Waka Flocka right now. So as the plot goes further, we need to draw Black Lightning out. Let's attack Garfield, the high school, and he got to show up. Waka Flocka shows up, flips a bus apparently. There was a bus on the side.
But even before that,
Apparently he goes hard in the paint now.
Yep.
oh man. But even before that, like the conversation with Tobias, I thought needs to be shown because at this time, if you look at his face, he realizes that whole statement there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Right.
So this shadowy figure that gave him his gift, he knows now it comes with consequences.
So I feel like maybe they explained it a bit, but I kind of want to elaborate a bit more. He was throwing darts in some of the kids.
Yeah, darts.
But it wasn't all the kids though. It was just some.
Like he was specifically choosing kids. But what makes that even weirder is, like, I was thinking maybe he was doing that so that he can pick them up and take them, but
Possibly.
they didn't retrieve any kids unless they did it off screen, and it was only 3 of them, and they were pretty busy.
It looked like they were just literally knocking him out. But I figured out what his superpower is.
What's that?
It's beige rage. When light-skinned cats get in that zone, they just get amped up. You can't calm them down.
But also too, whatever it is he was shooting at them, it didn't affect Black Lightning.
It did.
It cut his powers off.
It cut his power down.
Well, but it didn't knock him out.
Well, no. He was a grown man.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's why I said I kind of wanted to know exactly what was in those darts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was knocking the kids out and it stripped Black Lightning of his powers.
He turned straight to bullseye. I was like, good Lord.
All right, so since we're there, why don't we just talk about school fight? Man, Black Lightning, Thunder shows up because
So this should win by himself. Jefferson should stay home.
I gotta agree.
all right.
That's not fair.
They're on their way to stop the problem, and then Thunder just so happens upon her. I think it was her classroom. So she sometimes.
No. The look that she gave when she walked in the class, she was like, "Is this bitch in my class?" Oh hell no! When she was fighting Resident Evil in that classroom, I was thinking, okay, everything was cool. You know, she was handling the situation. The Resident Evil pulled the tables on her. I was like, oh shit! But then you gotta realize she can fight without the powers.
That's right.
She don't need them. When she did that old belly up thing and the front flip over,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so turned off.
So something did happen very quickly in that scene as they were fighting. Bayonetta got a little scratch on her arm, and it was some stuff in there. It wasn't normal.
Yeah, like I thought she was a robot.
I saw.
That proves my theory. White folks is aliens.
Maybe we'll get some resolution to that later. Maybe on this last episode. Maybe next season. Because I did notice at the end of the episode she did have a bandage actually on that arm to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we'll figure out what's going on. Also during school fight, we got Black Lightning versus Tobias. And what does Black Lightning do when he sees Tobias?
Soul grab.
Soul grab.
Not even that.
Patented move. Soul grab.
So when the soul grab fails, and then, you know, Tobias is like square up like a man, the voice of Gabby was like, Gabby was like, no, you're not ready.
I'm like, hit him in the face.
Yeah, all that bald head.
Yeah,
Face.
his suit can absorb the lightning and deflect it and whatnot, but his face can definitely take lightning. What happened to all those lightning haymakers you were throwing back in the day?
Not even that, because Gabby was like, he broke down, like, that's stupid. Don't you fight him, man. Like, that is stupid. That is dumb.
It was like Charlie Day and Ice Cube all over again. You gonna fight who?
So he squares up. Jefferson, he holds his own for 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
And then,
What does he do?
Yeah.
He start working.
Tobias start getting that kitchen.
Yeah.
Start getting them ribs. He's like, I want to make a combo play. I'll take 2 kidneys.
All I heard was,
Then he turned him around and worked that back. Like, Khalil, let me show you what's gonna happen.
all I heard was Jeff going, Alyssa, they on my ass.
And then the part after that,
Need some help.
the part after that, when Gabby was like, listen, your daddy needs you. help, please.
So my boy Waka shows up. Tobias got him in the what was that? The Goku Raditz.
If you're in the hood, we all know that move is called the yoke. Now you ain't going nowhere. Jefferson got his ass yoked up.
That boy Waka got airborne. I thought he was gonna do it with no hands.
The Superman punch.
I thought he would do it with no hands, and he came down and stopped this man's heart.
That was a 5-finger death punch, people.
You took it too far.
He killed Bill, this man.
It was funny. He was like, you thought I came to fight you alone? He was like, no. All you see is Walker just running down, dreads floating in the wind. We be jumping. Puts him right in his chest. Jefferson collapsing like, oh no.
So as you can tell, Walker stopped his heart, and they were like, "Man, we were supposed to take this dude alive back to the ASA. We messed up. All right, let's get out of here." Because who came down the hall? Thunder came down the hall, and who else came down the hall? Bayonetta came down the hall, and she started blasting. And Thunder was like, "Nah, bulletproof mode."
Get off my daddy.
And they skedaddled. At the end of the day, Ant Farm, she comes to save the day. She jump starts his heart, and we just got to see what happens after that. So, I think this was a lot of character development for Ant Farm.
Yeah, she finally realized
she's
her
like,
powers.
yeah, she's like, you know what? They treated me like a civilian, put me to the side at first, and I was actually needed, and I was actually able to help. So hopefully this kind of gives her in her mind that she can actually be useful out in the field.
When they get Jefferson to the new hideout location, my boy Gabby's like, burn your clothes, flush the
Take a hammer, beat the cell phone, then throw water on it.
put his tinfoil on your hat. The government is watching you.
Go back and watch that scene and look at Ant Farm's face where he says, "Break these cell phones." She was like, "Why would you do that to the Precious?"
We're roaming with the Precious.
All right, so very last thing I want to touch on. All right, so as I mentioned last time, Lala was in this episode.
Lala was 100% pure bitch made.
Lala was in this episode.
Yeah,
That's literally all I can say.
I can say plenty about this.
So,
Okay, first of all, Lala looked like the type of person who'll take doo-doos with the lights off. Let's put that on the plate. Second of all, the man who killed you, who had you murdered,
I'm sorry.
and you not gonna shoot him in the face.
I'm sorry. Can we put the brakes on that? Take doo with the light.
This came out of nowhere.
Like, why? How is that bitch made?
It's a special kind of crazy. All the time, it's a special kind of crazy to see who people see in the dark. Just do it with the lights off.
We'll talk about this.
Yeah. So I got some like,
We'll talk about this.
yeah. We need to correct you on some things. Off the rails.
What was you about to say about Lala?
I got a theory that because the way he was acting, it was like mind control.
So yeah, with the mind control thing, like he got a cell phone call, and it was like blah 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 blah. Like I didn't really hear what the muffled voice said, but he went right to the weapons maker and dealt with the weapons maker.
Exactly.
And
But then even when he was posted up with Tobias, I was like, dude, it looked like he wanted to do it, but he couldn't.
Yeah, like he physically couldn't. And Tobias knows about the fact that he can come back to life.
yeah,
Because I assume that's what that is going on with him. That Tobias has to use mind control to have that kind of submission over people.
The fact that he can raise people from the dead is another one.
Which is why I don't understand why he has to shuck and jive to this
Well,
white
well,
man.
I think we're going a little too far because his sister died. So
Why would I bring her back?
Yeah, so I don't think it was Tobias. Tobias probably knows exactly what's going on, and he's not letting us in on it. But he's trying to pull the strings. Like, all right, Lala, let me put you back in your place. You still work for me, and it worked.
My only thing about that is, will they explain that next week?
They better explain this, or else I will be watching Black Lightning next year.
You said it won't.
I will be.
Oh. Those are empty threats, sir.
That's why I said it.
So I know you want to end this.
No, we still got a couple more things to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so this is what I created a special section called the favorite moments.
Okay, oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you know where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, my favorite part, of course, was the intro. It looked like Lynn and Jefferson getting back together.
Yep.
She called him over in her sexy voice. I was like, touchdown. That's what I'm talking
It
about.
took you 11 episodes, but we finally there.
Amen.
All right, so Jefferson is doing the thing with the electric and the stuff is happening, and we was like, you soul grabbing, and you can also, just do that too.
There's soul grab and then there's soul grab.
Okay, I see you, player. I see you. Last favorite moment I want to talk about. So we had the plot point that Lynn was trying to, or as far as Ed Farm's understanding, fix her, isolate the meta gene and get rid of it to her understanding. But Lynn was saying we're just trying to, target it, see what's going on with it, maybe even tone it down a little bit to help you control your powers. So when Jefferson finds out from Ant Farm's mouth that she's trying to isolate her powers, trying to take away her thing to make her special, he was not having it. He was like, Lynn, come here with your sexy self. All right, we about to talk. Yeah, he said in the sternest voice possible. I'm trying to quote here. He said, you treat Jen like she's sick. Is Anissa sick? Am I sick?
Yeah, because you was bleeding your brain 5 episodes ago, and then your heart stopped after you said it. You are sick. You have all the problems. Is Anissa sick? Oh shit. Am I? Shit. You know what I mean.
Go give me some Tylenol.
So one more episode left this season.
After the beginning of the first episode, I like to call this episode the climax.
So one more episode left this season, y'all. Tune in. I'm expecting to be a good one, and I'm expecting also some cliffhangers, some things not to be tied up.
I might just wait for somebody to die.
Man, Gamby, don't die, please.
I'm thinking maybe Henderson or
Henderson didn't even show up.
maybe even Lynn.
Someone has to possibly die, but we'll see what happens. Again. All right, so go ahead, like and subscribe to our channel. You know what we do. We review Flash, we review The Arrow, of course, we review Black Lightning weekly. And next week will be our last episode recap review of Black Lightning. But as we mentioned before, we're also going to do some more Black Lightning content over the summer. So look out for that. That's why you should like and that's why you should subscribe to our channel. So you can hit the bell, the notification. So every time we put out an episode, you will get that notification. All right. Tell us what you liked about this episode. Was it the electric fingers? It was probably the electric fingers.
It's spirit fingers, and spirit fingers are gold.
All right, y'all. Peace.
So when you do it in the dark, right?